Hey everyone, this is Stephen Albert and you're watching the Harvest to Table Videos channel. If you're planting tomatoes this season, you've come to the right place. Today, we'll cover 5 must-do tips to help your tomato plants get off to a great start and thrive early in the season. We'll cover how to water, mulch, and feed tomatoes right after transplanting, as well as the right time to add support and how to keep an eye out for early season stress and pests. These are simple steps that will make a huge difference in your harvest. Let's dive in. Tip number 1, water deeply and consistently. Right after transplanting, give each plant a generous soak to help settle the soil around the roots and eliminate air pockets that could dry out the roots or stunt growth. This initial watering helps reduce transplant shock and ensures the plant can begin absorbing moisture and nutrients from the surrounding soil right away. In the weeks that follow, it's crucial to maintain a consistent watering routine. Tomatoes prefer a deep soak 2 to 3 times per week rather than light, frequent watering. Deep watering encourages the roots to grow downward into the soil, where moisture lasts longer, and the plant is less vulnerable to hot, dry conditions. Shallow watering, by contrast, leads to shallow roots that dry out quickly and make the plant more prone to stress. Always adjust your watering based on the weather and your soil type. Sandy soils may dry out faster, while clay soils hold moisture longer. Check the soil moisture regularly by sticking your finger an inch or 2 into the ground. If your finger comes away damp, you're good. If it comes away dry, it's time to water. Keeping the soil evenly moist without letting it become soggy sets the foundation for healthy growth and productive fruiting later in the season. Watering at the base of the plant is ideal. Use a slow-release nozzle, soaker hose, or drip irrigation. These methods deliver water slowly and directly to the soil, minimizing evaporation. If you water overhead, do so early in the morning. Give wet leaves time to dry during the day. This will help prevent diseases like blight and powdery mildew. Tip number 2, mulch around the base of plants. Once the soil has warmed and your tomato plants have become established, typically about a week after transplanting, it's a great time to apply mulch around the base of the plants. Using organic mulch is especially beneficial because it helps retain soil moisture by reducing evaporation, which means you won't need to water as frequently. Mulch also acts as a natural weed barrier, suppressing unwanted plants that compete with your tomatoes for water and nutrients. Additionally, mulch helps regulate soil temperature by keeping it cooler on hot days and warmer during cool nights, creating a more stable environment that supports steady growth. Some of the best organic mulches for tomatoes include straw, shredded leaves, and grass clippings. Straw is lightweight, easy to apply, and breaks down slowly, providing long-lasting benefits. Shredded leaves add nutrients to the soil and improve soil structure as they decompose over time. Grass clippings are a good choice as well, but they should be applied in thin layers to prevent matting. Do not use grass clippings if the lawn was recently treated with herbicides or pesticides. To mulch your tomato plants properly, spread a 2 to 3 inch layer of your chosen material evenly around the base of each plant, taking care to leave a small gap of a few inches around the stem to prevent excess moisture buildup that could cause stem rot. Mulch should cover the soil surface well, but not be so thick that it restricts air circulation to the plants. Check the mulch regularly throughout the season and replenish it as it breaks down. Keep mulch fresh to suppress weeds and conserve soil moisture. Using mulch this way supports healthier, more productive tomato plants by maintaining optimal soil conditions and reducing disease risks. Tip number 3, feed young plants lightly but wisely. About 2 weeks after transplanting your tomato plants, it's important to begin feeding them lightly but thoughtfully to support healthy root development and vigorous foliage growth. At this early stage, tomatoes benefit from a balanced organic fertilizer that provides essential nutrients without overwhelming the young plants. A nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium ratio of 4:5:3 is good. Overfeeding, especially with fertilizers high in nitrogen, can cause excessive leafy growth at the expense of flower and fruit production. Moderation is important. Fish emulsion, with an NPK ratio of 2:1, is an excellent choice for early feeding. It is a liquid fertilizer rich in nitrogen, phosphorus, and trace minerals that helps boost overall plant health and stimulates root growth. Another good option is a granular organic tomato fertilizer formulated specifically for tomatoes, often with nutrient ratios around 4:6:3 or 5:10:5, providing a moderate amount of nitrogen along with phosphorus and potassium to support both root and shoot development. When applying fertilizer, always follow the recommended rates on the package and avoid direct contact with the plant's stem or leaves to prevent burning. Applying fertilizer every 2 weeks during the early growth period is usually sufficient until the plants begin flowering. By feeding lightly but wisely, you encourage strong, healthy tomato plants that will eventually set plenty of blossoms and develop robust fruit throughout the growing season. Tip number 4, cage, stake, or trellis tomatoes early. Supporting tomatoes early is one of the smartest steps you can take to ensure healthy plants and a successful harvest. Ideally, install tomato cages, stakes, or trellises at the time of transplanting or shortly thereafter. Support plants before they begin to sprawl and develop extensive root systems. Adding support early helps avoid disturbing the roots later, which can stress the plants and slow their growth. There are several effective ways to support tomatoes, depending on your space and preference. Traditional tomato cages are popular because they surround the plant and provide 360-degree support, keeping branches and fruit off the ground. Wire cages that are at least 4 feet tall work well for most tomato varieties. Another option is staking, which involves driving a sturdy wooden or metal stake into the ground near the plant and tying the main stem to the stake with soft ties or garden twine. This method is especially useful for indeterminate varieties that can grow quite tall. Early support not only helps keep plants upright, but it also improves air circulation around the foliage. Good airflow reduces humidity around the leaves, which lowers the risk of common tomato diseases, such as blight and powdery mildew. Keeping tomatoes off the soil also helps prevent fruit rot and pest damage. By installing your supports early and tying in stems, you set your plants up for healthy growth, easier maintenance, and a cleaner, more productive garden. Tip number 5. Keep an eye out for pests and plant stress. Monitoring your tomato plants closely during the early weeks after transplanting is essential to catch any signs of stress or pest problems before they become serious. One common early season issue is transplant shock, which occurs when plants struggle to adjust to their new environment. Symptoms include wilting, yellowing leaves, or slowed growth. This stress can happen due to root disturbance, sudden changes in temperature, or inconsistent watering. Recognizing transplant shock early allows you to adjust care by ensuring adequate moisture and providing some shade during hot afternoons. Pests can also pose a significant threat in the early season. Aphids are small, soft-bodied insects that cluster on new growth and can stunt plant development by sucking sap and spreading diseases. Cutworms are another early pest, often cutting young seedlings at the soil line overnight. Keeping a close watch allows you to intervene early, using gentle methods like hand picking, insecticidal soaps, or organic pest control options, such as neem oil, before infestations escalate. Additionally, young tomato plants can be vulnerable to fungal diseases and environmental stressors, such as unexpected cold snaps or frost. Using lightweight row covers or garden fabric can protect tender plants from chilly nighttime temperatures and create a physical barrier against many pests. Early detection and timely action make a big difference in helping your tomatoes thrive, leading to stronger plants and a more abundant harvest later in the season. And there you have it, early season tomato care tips that can help your plants thrive. If you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my gardening guides. To read my full tomato care guide, click on the link in the notes below. For more gardening insights, check out my vegetable gardening books available at Amazon. Click on the link in the notes below. Thanks for watching today. Until next time, this is Stephen Albert, wishing you happy gardening. See you in the next video.